Marie Antoinette was the last queen of France before the French Revolution, and for more than 200 years she has stood as the ultimate example of a cold, careless aristocrat, living a life of luxury as thousands starved to death around her. The image of a powdered wig-wearing libertine in an enormous dress has been stuck to Marie Antoinette since her final days, and it is exploited even today. But how much of it is true? Today we will look at the most bizarre charges laid against Marie Antoinette both by the Revolutionary Tribunal and by history at large. Here are some false things you might still believe about the last Queen of France. Let's begin with the most obvious myth about Marie Antoinette. Even if French history is not your passion and you're barely aware of the last Queen of France, chances are pretty high that you've heard two things about her from your history teacher. Her last dance on this earth was with Madame Guillotine, and she said, "Let them eat cake." You might be unsure of what this phrase even means, devoid of context. Well, as the legend goes, someone informed the Queen that the peasants of France were starving because they had no bread. The famous quote is supposed to have been her oblivious and privilege-clouded response. However, as with most myths about Marie Antoinette, this one was fabricated by one of her many political enemies to worsen her reputation among the people of France. Chances are if you were to talk about Marie Antoinette, the second thing you would say, after the cake story, probably would be something like, well, she was a French queen. And you would be completely wrong. Yes, it's true she was the Queen of France, but she wasn't French. And, to be honest, there's a good chance that a major reason Marie Antoinette got guillotined was precisely because she wasn't French. So, Marie Antoinette was born under the much less French-sounding name of Marie Antonia Josepha Johanna von Österreich-Lothringen, in German-speaking Austria. She was the youngest daughter of the Holy Roman Emperor Francis I and Empress Maria Theresa of the Habsburg Empire. She was raised in Vienna until she was a teenager and was sent to marry the equally teenaged king-to-be, Louis XVI, to end the long-running hostilities between the Austrians and the French. Such political marriages between nations was of course very common. See, for example, Catherine the Great of Russia, who was actually Prussian, not Russian, but this is for another video. But foreign-born queens had a bad reputation in France. And the fact that Marie Antoinette was an Austrian in particular, fed the fire of the rumors and libels spread about her. One of the most persistent accusations against Marie Antoinette, which began in her lifetime and continues even to this day, is the claim that she was taking uncountable lovers, both male and female, using them to quench her insatiable sexual appetite. Countless tales were composed around her execution. However, not a single one of these accusations has a lick of concrete evidence in their favor. What is known as a fact is that both Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette remained virgins for the first 7 years of their marriage, until Marie Antoinette's mother sent one of her sons to explain to them about the birds and the bees. While Marie Antoinette probably had an intimate relationship with Swedish soldier Axel von Fersen, Louis didn't seem particularly bothered by it, and one paramour is far from Marie Antoinette's debauched reputation. The point of the famous Let Them Eat Cake story is to illustrate Marie Antoinette's alleged disdain for the poor. The popular image of the queen among revolutionaries at the time, and even today, is that she was an uncaring aristocrat, bigger powdered wig than brain or heart, whose view from the Tower of Versailles kept her from seeing or caring about the suffering of the peasants. By all actual historical facts, however, this couldn't be further from the truth. Despite the fact that she did have something of a spendthrift nature, she was also extremely kind and generous. For example, she established a home for unwed mothers and gave food to the starving. When a famine hit in 1787, she sold her own royal flatware to buy grain for those in need. While it is perhaps most common for modern portrayals of Marie Antoinette to show her with her hair powdered white or wearing a white powdered wig, Many popular depictions of the Queen in film or on book covers tend to show her natural hair as being a golden blonde color. This is probably most notable in her portrayal by Kirsten Dunst in the 2006 film Marie Antoinette, but can also be seen in numerous modern mass-market book covers. But while the powdered hair and ludicrous wigs might be accurate to history, evidence suggests the blonde part probably isn't. Madame du Barry, the mistress of King Louis XV and venerable foe of Antoinette at court, was known to refer to Marie Antoinette as La Petite Rousse, the little redhead. Other evidence seems to support a red-headed, or at least strawberry blonde, Marie Antoinette, including a locket-sized portrait of Antoinette by miniaturist François Dumont that depicts the Queen with unambiguously ginger locks. What do you think? Do you still believe in any of these myths? Do you believe Marie Antoinette's end was preventable? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to Fun Facts History channel and ring the bell to be notified for more informative videos. Thank you for watching.